So you know what, let's just send my entire squad here for now. And what I'll do is, if they're in trouble, we manually move them out of the way anyway. Oh, that's right, we have a gun with red. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, we have a gun from... I think Wellcan Shears gave me a gun. Ow. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. I'm your host, the Birdman known as Falcon. So to say that the last video we had some issues would be an understatement, correct? We lost 2 dudes in one single day. Luckily, the following day in the last video, we were able to rectify the situation. But how do we rectify it? Well, by completely ignoring our boy over here. So what I did here was that we ended up in day number 10. As you can see, we're in day number 11 now. What did you do, Falcon? I decided to take it upon myself to number 1, learn how to deal with this guy if we're going to continue going forward. So off camera, I learned everything about this bad boy right here. And as I mentioned, it took me a couple of retries, but I know how to deal with him now working-wise. And when he escapes, he's actually very easy to deal with. How do you deal with him? You can't just send your people to automatically fight him. You have to micromanage the fight, because everything that he does is completely avoidable. So I think we're good to go here for today. I don't know what the hell this thing is. We're gonna find out right now. Are we good? We're good? Everything's golden? Let's do— oh, by the way, we have a maximum ordeal noon. Oh, and before I forget, I know what you guys are thinking. Falcon, if you did a day, there was obviously story with Angela afterwards, right? There's always story with Angela. You're right. And don't you worry, that's not gone. I also recorded it off camera to make sure that we have it here for you. So before we jump into day right now, let me go ahead and through the magic of editing, just put that clip in here, and then we'll jump into day number 11. Is anyone there? Can you read me? Is anyone there? You can call me B. I am an insider who knows a lot about the company. Please understand that I cannot reveal my identity. I will tell you the truth that the company wants to hide. Why do you think you're hired by the company? Let me rephrase my question. Are you satisfied of your job here? Is it? Well, I can't judge whether you're telling the truth. You're a manager, but you don't actually know much about the company. Am I wrong? I will make it as short as I can. Contacting someone for a long period is dangerous in any case. James purposely released 2 abnormalities that eventually killed 7 people. Lost the abnormalities and 4 employees. I ordered to shoot down James. I know what kind of place we're working in. I'm not sorry for the fact that I was unable to stop him. I am sorry for the fact that I knew him personally. I let my subordinates exploit me. The chat, the game, all fun. And James was a good joker. Playing word chain was fun too. James died because I was weak. I promised myself not to repeat this error on that day. Manager, this is Lobotomy Corporation. We see body bags every day. It's a lonely place. Sometimes you will want to have friends. When you feel lonely, remember what happened to me. I envy Angela. She doesn't have feelings. People say I am too rational. They say I am cold-blooded, calculating, and devoid of emotions. I take them as compliments. I am not in denial, you know. Whoever built this place is a cruel person. Sometimes I want to be an AI without emotion. Sympathy clouds your judgment. You are bound to make mistakes. Why would anyone place AI with emotion in this cruel facility? Do you know the answer? The best we can do is to take care of things before they turn sour. All will be taken care of if the abnormalities are managed to the best results, so be sure to take care of everything carefully. As far as I know, this is the best way. Alrighty, so, story should have been edited into the video here. So now we're going into our first day 11. Who did we draw this time? Ah ha ha, the old bloodbath. See, you were annoying in the past, and to be honest with you, I kind of forgot how you worked. So, I mean, you probably work completely different now because it's obviously everything's been reworked for the most part. So I got no idea how to deal with you. That's going to be a problem. Oh boy, instinct work. What's going to be good here? Instinct, attachment, repression, got no idea. I guess we'll try instinct with Tang at level 2? Sure, we'll give Tang a try at level 2, see how that goes down. Our work today is going to be no bad work results, so we get that information thing maxed out, or at least the first one done complete. And then, let's see here. Oh, my boy, the butterfly. So for this guy, the reason why we're failing is number 1, a ton of mental damage, so my people either went insane, or number 2, repression work. That's the one that I rarely ever use, but you see that everything is like common and very low, which is the reason why everything was failing. But if we do get this guy more points from him, I've heard the weapon and the suit is actually really, really good. So we definitely want to get that. So obviously now repression work, we have to go level 3, 4, or 5 in repression. Luckily for us, my boy Evgeny, level 3 justice, he is the guy for that job. Get your ass in there. I also want to go ahead and start working insight with Sergey because he's only a level 1. And the same thing with John, because these guys are supposed to be my fighters, but their sanity points are so low. They got some pretty good HP and stuff like that, but when it comes to sanity points, if I use them to fend off an abnormality, sanity points are so low that it go insane, which is, you know, basically not really worth the effort. So they've got to level up that through either working or through using some points myself. We'll see how it works out. Oh yeah, and you probably saw in the last video too how I made sure to edit the video in a way that you guys saw the reason why the person over here died. It's because of that effect right here. See, I knew that using the fairies or using this person somewhere else would kill them. I was under the impression though that they only killed them if the fairies were literally on his person. So you see how they disappear over here? They're gone now. I was under the impression that by the time they walk to another area, those fairies are gone. So you're fine. No. If you order them to work somewhere else while the fairies are on, that's enough to trigger the instant kill. So I kind of had that information a bit mixed up. Like, I knew exactly how to handle it. Uh-oh. Ooh. That did not go so well. That did not go so well. Yeah, the next one's going to trigger the Dawn thing. So let me get this guy back, and then we'll send an easy one. Maybe, like, we'll do open can of wheelchairs. We'll send Destiny in there. And then we'll have just about everybody freed up for the ordeal to see what that is, and we'll try to handle it. And, oh, speaking of which, you should probably come back in here for now. And see, this time it went perfect. And speaking of going perfect, Tang is still alive. That's good. You know, we got 14 points with you now. Let's unlock this here. With the Fortitude level 1 employee, when the Fortitude level 1 employee completed the work, the hand stretched out to the TO551, it took the employee into it. The same phenomenon occurred with Temperance level 1 employees. So, Fortitude 1, Temperance level 1, get instantly killed by that thing. A white hand appeared over TO551, surface that absorbed the employee. As the number of hands increased, the PE boxes produce more. Oh, so if I want to get more energy, I could sacrifice some rookies over here and then work them and get more energy from that. Intriguing. Caution and command. When TO551 has 3 hands, it cannot guarantee the life of the employee. It seems to absorb employees regardless of the conditions and result of the work. When it has 3 hands, oh, that's very good to know. That's the one hand that was there to begin with, right? So if I send somebody in there now, they should still be fine, correct? Well, I'm gonna do it now because we have to worry about that Dawn event. So Jenny should be going back. How's your sanity points? You get a little bit of refill here. So let's trigger this event now. We'll send inside work with Destiny, and let's get ready for this now. Complete food. Complete food, perfect substance material. Okay, you guys are weird bugs. There's weird bugs over in this hallway. There's weird bugs over here. And there's weird bugs over there. There's 3 down here. Is it 3 per sector or what? Yes, it seems like there's 3 per sector. So are you guys hard to deal with or easy? What are you weak against? You're vulnerable to red damage. That's good. You also deal red damage. Okay. I'm gonna probably ignore this side right now because we only have 2 people. But let's start off with the guys up here first. And if you're weak to red as you claim to be, we have Sanchez and Marinelle. The problem with Sanchez and Marinelle is that they're not really too strong. So you know what, let's just send my entire squad here for now. And what I'll do is, if they're in trouble, we manually move them out of the way anyway. Oh, that's right, we have a gun with red. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, we have a gun from... I think Wellcan Shears gave me a gun. Ow. Okay. Maybe if we kill one, which we did, get your guys back inside. You guys are back inside, right? Yes, it's the person that's here is gonna be just a random rookie. Are they literally 4 bugs in there? Dude, it's 4 bugs in there. Oh, geez, I thought it was only 3. Yep, they're doing quite a number down here. It's 4. It's 4. And they actually hurt quite a bit, too. Ooh, boy. You know what I might want to do? Forget killing these things for the energy. Let's just complete our day regularly. They're not too difficult to bring down, but I really don't want to, like, just farm them over and over. It seems kind of annoying. You know what? If we don't have to pass through, we don't have to. We don't have to go down this machine anyway. And the fairy we can ignore for the rest of the day. And then our bloodbath dude. Maybe we could probably sneak somebody in there if we really want to. You know what? I'm ignoring them. I'm just ignoring them. They seem to just stay there, so it's fine. Let's see here. Repression work with Evgeny. Absolutely. Let's send you back in there. We're at 38. What do we need for the weapon? 50 and 45. Got it. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore them. Like, I could kill them if I want to, but, you know, it's gonna, like, require going in there, going back out. It's alright. It ain't even worth it. So, 100 sin. We'll send Sergey in there for some more points. I'm just gonna ignore the bloodbath for a day. At least we got the managerial tips from it, so that's gonna be good enough for me. And let's see. Let's do a little bit more inside work with Destiny. And we have level 3. We won't be able to see the next thing, like the noon event, which is perfect. I mean, I really don't want to trigger the noon event with those monsters roaming around right now. There's so many of them there, dude. There's so many. You know what? Let's just end the day. It worked out fine. We got our points that we needed. This rank, everybody survived. That's okay by me. They're not difficult to deal with. It just seems like it's going to require a bunch of, like, going in there, attacking, going back out, recovering, back and forth. So you know what? Nah, I ain't about that. I ain't about that. So we should get our next abnormality now. And I think we got that work done, right? We got no bad results working. We got a couple of averages, but nothing bad, so that should be okay. Now over here. I'm coming to you, you who will be reduced to ashes like me. That could be the fire girl. I remember you. I remember when you get mad, you escape and you go into the area that all my people are at and you blow up in there, so you kill just about everybody. Yeah, I know you quite well. That's not a flower. Order all the employees to get away immediately. That's pretty freaking dangerous, I would say. Please eat my dreams. Well, I don't know. Which one do we go with? Well, please eat my dreams. That's not a flower. Order to get away. You see, that's really terrifying to me. Get away immediately. It makes it sound like really dangerous. I know what you are. So you know what? I think I want to go with this one just because I haven't... It doesn't sound something familiar to me. I know that's the fire girl for a fact. And right now with this run, it's all about learning these things all over again. So you know what? Let's go with this one. Something brand new. What do you think of the Sephiroths? Don't you find them somewhat lacking? It's your liberty to disregard their words. But please be kind to them. It's something we must do if we want to advance the department. I don't have any serious conversation with them. They don't feel comfortable because I am a superior being. They could do nothing about it even if they are secretly jealous for it. After all, I am the most advanced AI in the company. Fairly smug Angela here, huh? Oh, hi. You're not angry, are you? I'm Hod from the training team. We're, you know, accidents happen in the company. Angela said that approximately 40% of the accidents could be prevented if employees showed more initiative. So it's my job to provide employees with work manual and training, you know, to reduce the number of accidents and transfers. Well, I'm not perfect, but I won't disappoint you. Actually, I'm trying out new programs these days. Well, I don't know if any of them would work, but... Oh, you want to know more about them? As you know, the company is quite demanding. Despite regular checkups, many employees lose sanity. I know how it's like. I mean, I don't interact with the abnormalities myself, but I know how it feels to lose oneself. Well, I'm not sure if my new program proves to be useful. One can only hope. Thank you, ma'am. I feel much better now. It looks like horrible thoughts are gone. You solved the problem yourself. I only showed you where to start. I mean it. I would have probably committed suicide by now if it weren't for you. Anyways, you saved my life. I'm glad to have you as my Sephira. You are really a good person. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm glad to see you getting better. I hear you're transferring to a different team. I hope you do well there. Don't forget the conversations we had. Of course, ma'am. Did you see? My program is really working. I want to help out as many of them as possible. I'm saving others' lives. Yeah, I bet you are. I am from the training team. We make manuals and train employees when needed. Promote 2 employees for... Well, that's a very easy mission. Promote 2... Actually, wait. Promote them? What do you mean promote them? Like level their overall level up, or... It's got to be their level, right? Yeah, because we could level up their stats and also their overall level. I imagine it probably means like their overall level. Well, either way, back to training team we go. And yes, that's fine. And we got the other thing complete, right? No bad work result? Hopefully, because we still got the dust one that we have to deal with. Alrighty, well, unfortunately, it seems like, you know what? Let's do one story here. I think I have enough time for at least one story, and then we'll do the other ones over there. I know I promised the stories for this team today, but, you know, it is what it is. Core suppression condition. Clear Malcolm mission 4. Clear mission 3. Clear what are you asking of me at the moment? Clear Malcolm mission 4? Oh, Malcolm is this one. Right. So, I can't do that one just yet. Clear NetSack mission 3, and who the hell is NetSack and... I feel like I'm saying Nutsack. Nutsack and Tiferet. This is the Yesod's team. You are... Who's the girl? HUD? Or whatever her name was? Whatever. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what you... But yeah, we'll figure that out later. Let's do a story here for now, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's start off with my boy, Abnormality. The old well-canned cheers. That's a lot to go through. Alright, let's go and do this here. Employee record. Have you guys been to Lobotomy? Employee record. Have you guys been to Lobotomy meetup? I had to collect myself before bringing this up. I once attended some kind of ping-pong group meetup, but there were no girls, so I just pulled out real quick. LOL. Anyway, one day I saw an announcement for some weird group on the board. I got interested, so I contacted the group leader, and he introduced himself as OO from OO Sephira. I asked if there were any girls in the group, and he told me they have tons of female employees. Now it got me super interested, so I signed up for the upcoming meetup. So I was there with a name tag like everyone else. I saw like 3 people from HUD and 2 from NetSack. About 30 minutes later, the leader came in with dozens of cans of well cheers on a tray and gave 1 to each of us. I should have realized something was wrong when the can was already opened. But I'm a sucker for soda, so I just rammed it down my throat, and the moment he gave me the can. Now, after that, the leader told us it's time to move, and he rented a van for that. He's an awesome guy, I thought. I hopped into the van with 2 employees from the Horde and 1 from the same department as me. The leader said it's gonna take about an hour, so just take a nap. So we did. The weird thing was, I went to sleep real fast. Like, the moment I closed my eyes, I became unconscious. I had insomnia, but for some reason I could sleep so fast. It was my biggest mistake. I don't know how much time passed since I had fell asleep. I heard a seagull from the distance. At first I thought it was someone's phone alarm. But when I heard a wave, it sounded too real to be coming out of a phone, so I opened my eyes. I was on a goddamn boat. A boat. There was a shrimp hopping and struggling to look back to the sea on the deck. It looked like it escaped from the net. The realization crushed me like a hammer, sending shivers down my spine. The group leader put me and other guys into sleep and sold us into fishing boats. I thought this must be a dream, but the shrimp hopping there was too real to be a dream. I saw people on the deck. They must be crews. Everyone's so bulky and muscular. I don't know why, but I had an impression if I say something wrong, they would strangle me back to sleep. Crews were about 10 people, including the captain, the boatswain, and the cook. They were looking at me and laughing. The guy who looked like captain walked towards me and asked about my height and weights. I asked him, when does this ship go to the port? He told me it's after a month, and don't dare I run away because they already made a deal with my people. I had no idea what my people is, but I was too scared to ask. I was just staring at nowhere, dumbfounded. Then the crews called me for a lunch. They were making some kind of red spicy looking soup with shrimps and clams and other seafood. They told me don't just stand there like I'm gonna jump into the sea. I told them I'm not planning to. Then they laughed, saying they didn't put sleeping pills into his soup, so just come here and have it. I had no other choice, so I just had it. It was actually good though. As soon as we finished lunch, they told me they were going to teach me how to adjust the ropes. I just gave up at that point. All I could see over the sea line were tiny islands on which no human being would survive. I had to endure this for a month until I get to the port. I learned how to adjust the ropes, how to pull fish trap up, and how to maintain fishing nets while making coffee and seafood soup for the cruise. I kept getting better and better at making that seafood soup. I swear I can open a restaurant with that. Later on, we went through a couple of typhoons. Me and them started forming some kind of bond, a companionship. 2 weeks later, just when I was starting to get bored to see whales, the captain told me I'm really good and asked me if I'm interested in officially working on the fishing boat. Now, I was sure that I must have been fired from Lobotomy and worried about my life afterwards, so the offer interested me. What am I doing now? Well, I'm living well with solid position and pay. On the boat, a shot of vodka after hard work in the sea tastes like heaven. I'm at the port now, but I gotta take off soon to catch shrimps. No one knows what your future holds, huh? Sometimes I think about those other people at the meetup. I wouldn't want to know what happened to them though. I just try to keep the positive mind, thinking they're doing good just like me. Oh, it's time to take off. See you later. Okay, that's So you're just gone? This guy just apparently left, never decided to come back. So that tells me that obviously if something goes bad with the Wilcan Shears, you lose your employee. They don't necessarily die, but apparently they get whisked away into the sea to become like a shrimp farmer or something. He's probably on a boat with Forrest Gump or something, I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll come back next episode and continue onwards, and we'll do Shy Today's story, or as you along. Actually, a very short story. So we can do that one easily, and we can do both of you easily. How about that? All right, yeah, we'll do those very easily next time, and then we'll continue onwards. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave your tips. Just don't spoil anything for me. I think we have a pretty good grasp on it now, although we have to deal with this thing next time. I'll catch you guys then.